Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 1 of 1 back again. I feel like I've only been home for half. It feels like I've only been home for like half an hour. Like I've had enough time to eat, right? But for some reason, it's actually been, well, as of right now, about 2.5 hours, I think. But it doesn't feel like that, and I don't know where the time went. So I don't know what's going on. But Stationeers is updated for tomorrow, and I recorded that episode back on Sunday. So tomorrow I have to record the next episode for Stationeers, so I'm not going to have a chance to kind of relax after I get home from work, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, so I don't know. So we started making like this little sort of living situation type thing here, right? And we have to build this all around, and we have to make like a ton of these things, right? And then somehow I have to get some way of getting, I don't know, like paths going all around everywhere. Basically, it's just going to be a lot of stairs just kind of in random places. I don't know, like maybe like going through the wall and going up and coming out like at a higher point or something like that. I don't know. We're going to have to figure something out. But yeah, so we have a lot of building to do. And we have our first little shop here, which is good. But I feel like we also need... I mean, I don't really have all the decoration packs that I want to do all this, but like we need like a place to grow food or something, but I don't have... I mean, I could... Actually, you know what? Let me actually turn on that mod so that I can get those little decoration things, and we will kind of go forward with that, because I think we need that. Especially if this is to be like a self-sustainable, you know, little area type thing. Carl says, hey. Viking says, catwalks are going to be your best friend. Yes, they are. Yeah, we can save the changes. And I also got myself a monster as well, which is probably a bad idea because I have to go to sleep in like a few hours. But I don't know, I'm just feeling kind of out of it, I guess. I don't know. But let's see. So we're going to edit this. And we're going to go into the mods. All right, so let's see. There was... Now, what I could do is throw in the tiered systems, and that would just like make things kind of ridiculous. But I could also do the daily needs survival and throw that in here. And that would be definitely something interesting. And then the build info, do I not... Okay, so that's just a different version. Okay. Yeah, and then Life Tech's greenhouse. So this is for decoration and stuff. So I'm gonna see like what kind of other stuff that we have, because I don't know. Oh, I can't find anything in decoration. Are you kidding me? Okay, so we have, yeah. So this is the one that I'm going to get. Well, I mean, I technically already have that one. Let's see what's on here. What is this, barbells and stuff? That's hilarious. There's the greenhouse. I mean, I don't want to go too crazy. I want to try to keep it kind of vanilla if I can. So I don't want to go like crazy. Like this one could be interesting. Decorative cables, wires, and pipes. I'll keep that one in mind. Bushes and trees, definitely want this. And then we have the vanilla tree mod for decoration. That could be interesting too. And especially since it's vanilla, so we'll subscribe to that one. And we'll grab some of these too. Kind of want to make it look somewhat alive inside of here. And then also, if I can seal the area, which I don't think I'm actually going to be able to do, but it would be interesting. Let's see, decorative expansion. No, a lot of this stuff is animated decorative NPCs. That's interesting. Expanse decoration pack. That could be interesting. There's a lot of interesting stuff on here. But I want to try to keep as close to... What is this? Power cable blocks? That's interesting. Huh. Windows and walls. No, I don't want to go with too much of this kind of stuff because it's a little bit too specific. I want it to be, like I said, kind of vanilla. So we'll see what we got out of here, and then let's just refresh this thing real quick. Okay, so we're definitely gonna put this one in there, and then bushes and trees. We'll throw that one in there too, and then what was the other one? Vanilla tree mod. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so we're going to throw these in there, and that should give us some options to make it look a bit more, I don't know, realistic, I guess. But yeah, so we'll head back in, and we'll see what we can do. And I think, you know, just having those is going to be interesting. I wonder if they come with, like, new parts, or if they make them with, you know, like the basic stuff. I have no idea. But Monster will be my friend tonight. So, and of course I'm drinking the white can, the Monster Energy Zero Ultra, because in my opinion that is the best one. And it actually tastes pretty good too. All right, so let's take a look at what we've got. So we have prop blocks. Ooh, what is this? Snow pine bush? Really? Snow pine bush, small leaf tree, medium leaf tree. Interesting. And of course we have these ones, which we will use. These ones I'm pretty familiar with, so I know pretty much what's going on with those ones. Let's see. I wonder, because I got more than that, right? Pretty sure. I wonder if they have like their own skill tree. Like if you go with Lord Vader's tiered systems, like there is like an entire skill tree with all of his stuff, which is kind of cool. So it takes this thing and like it gets kind of crazy because there's so much stuff. All right, so we have this, we have this. Okay, so I think these are all just placeholders. So if the person who made this mod is looking, or is watching this, kind of maybe update your screenshots here, or your little icons, so that way they're a bit easier to understand. Okay, so is this even gonna have that? Probably not, right? I mean, it's fine. We can make this work. Okay, so next thing that we want to do is probably make a greenhouse somewhere. And I feel like a good place to do that would be kind of here, above this pipe. And then we can build it kind of into the wall a little bit. So I think that would be interesting. And then we can just kind of pipe this directly up and in. And then that's how we can get it pressurized, which will be good. So, yeah, I guess we can just start with that. Get ourselves a nice little greenhouse going. All right, so that is our local grid alignment. Okay, hang on. Let me update this a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go with this instead. And we're going to go with this. And the reason for this is because I want to have this in here as like supports. Oh, right. And it's not going to let me do that because it's not a smart block. Okay, so let's throw a battery in here. Okay, so that'll go here. Yeah, we'll have that kind of go there. All right. So now that is a smart block. And then we can do some of this stuff. Apparently I need steel plates. Okay. Wait, why am I going? I can get steel plate like this. It's super easy. And then just rebuild it. Easy enough. All right, so that gives me 25 plates. And that is enough to get started on this. And I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit so that way I can actually hear it. I think you guys are probably hearing it just fine, because I think the audio that gets picked up is like source volume, not necessarily speaker volume. So, all right, let's see. So back to this, and we want to go down here and give these some, and then obviously this has to be rusty. Okay, so that goes there, and there, and there. Now we'll have to make this bigger, of course, but, and let's see, if I do that, that's 7 blocks wide. We probably want to go like 11 blocks wide. So let me see where we are here. All right, this has to be rusty. Apparently I'm out of steel plate again. Okay, more plate, please. So that will be good there. And then let's see, we're gonna go to there, and then that should be good. All right, so now we can build this out. I think I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory that I don't actually need. Yeah, like I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. I'll keep the windows for now. And I probably don't need all of these, so we'll take out those. Alright, that'll be good. Get myself some more plate. Alright, and then we're going to go into here. Kind of give it like a little bit of a curvy roundness, I guess. Alright, so that should be good there. Alright. Now, we are going to do a door, but one of these things. Rotary airlock corner. And these doors, as I said in the last episode, are actually really, really nice. They are a complete airlock in a single block. I mean, not like an airlock, but, you know, you can seal an area fairly easily with this. All right, so now what we have to do is... We're going to make it still look kind of, you know, hokey, right? Because, you know, we have to. So we'll get this going. And then that can get turned that color as well. And then we can do the windows again. These ones. Yeah, and I'm going to want to put these on that block there. So that way I can have a catwalk on the outside. Apparently I need more girders. Okay. Well, that'll give me 4 girders. And a bunch of stuff that I don't actually need. So, alright. Let's head over here. Girder. There we go. So that'll be good. Alright. And we'll probably have to have like a few greenhouses kind of placed everywhere along here. And the greenhouses will kind of function as like a grocery store, I guess. All right, now over here, I want to do something different. Do I have? Yes, I do. It's like, do I have a curved one? All right, and that is dark on the outside. Wait, what? I have to redo all these now. Okay, let's try this again. I have to make the these things match this one, so it's like dark on the outside, which makes more sense anyways, because it should be that way to begin with. So I'm saying a lot. Okay, window. Let's try this again. Half window. Inverted. Aha. There we go. That's better. Okay, and then over here, what do we want to do? You know what we could do? We can just put like a 45 over here. There's no way to make that vertical, is there? That kind of sucks. I mean, that one's kind of horizontal too, so I guess it's okay. It's cool. All right, so we're gonna go here and get that working. All right, and then inside of here, like I said, I'm gonna make this sort of like a grocery store, right? So we're gonna have like a counter up in the front, where someone can, I don't know, keep an eye on stuff. Yeah, we'll get like an actual counter, which I think is in here. Yeah. Then we need a desk. Okay, that can go there, and that's where you're gonna check out. And then behind here, we can put some storage, I guess. Not that kind of storage though. I'm thinking more like this kind of storage. So we'll throw that in there. Is that way or is it this way? I can never remember. I know one of these like says like restricted access or something. We gotta figure out where that is. I think it's this way. Yeah, that'll work there. Okay, so now we need to build this out over here, because if we're gonna seal it, we have to make sure that we have like a full, I don't know, back wall, I guess. There's a couple ways that I could do this. One is I could build a corridor behind the stone here, and then, you know, build out that way, but that would be kind of complicated, so probably not gonna do that. We gotta go way up here. And then once I get this built down there, I'll probably build something way up there, just to kind of start filling this place out, I guess. So, what's the next thing that I can do? Let me go with these again. Of course, we gotta go with the rusted. Then we'll get this. And this is just support for the catwalks, so we'll put that there. There we go. And then catwalk. Let me see, we'll just do like a bunch of these. I think that'll work just fine. So that one will go there. And then in here, we'll just have this go kind of along the edge. And then this one can be a corner. There we go. All right, so next thing, I want to have like a rounded top here, and I want it to be all glass. So we're definitely going to go with this. And then let me see. I got to go to here, I think. Yeah, there we go. All right, and then we'll make this one. You know what? We're just going to go with a regular curved piece here, I think. And then in here, actually, hold on. Let me change that to this. There we go. And then I think I'm okay with all of that being like that. Okay, so then we can take this thing, kind of build this out a little bit. Okay, so that gets us up to the corner here. And then it doesn't really matter what we do, because that'll be actually inside the stone. Okay, so that is good there. And then, let me see, what can I do for the rest of this? I mean, I could just do this the rest of the way, right? And then we'll have, I don't know, like storage or something under here. Or, I don't know, like something inset. Like some plants, I guess. Carl says, will you park ships in here somewhere or just a shipyard type deal outside? I actually have a plan for that. So let me just fill this in real quick. And we'll leave that as like a little couch over here, so that should be fine. Okay, so if we go all the way up here, and we go and we follow this through here, right? We have this whole area in here. Now, what I want to do here is make this kind of like a dock, I guess. So this will probably have to go up a little bit higher, probably around here, and it'll be connected via conveyors, and it'll have a bunch of connectors on there so we can park a bunch of ships. And then you get in and out through here, and this will just be for like smaller ships, of course. And then for the larger ships, we'll do something out here. So like my pirate ship would have a place out here somewhere. See, what the interesting thing here is, though, right? So if I were to keep my orientation the same here, right? So if this is the way the dock is going, if we were to keep this, so that way you're walking upright, right? You will see that what happens down here is that the entire area in here is sideways, right? So that's down, technically. And then we have kind of like behind us and in front. So this is forward, this is backwards, that's up technically, that's down. So, but because we're changing the orientation, just because we can, and actually that might be something interesting too. Like imagine if I had some of these, well I can't because I have the gravity generator, but imagine if I had like some of these outside of the gravity's range and I put them in there like sideways or something, just to throw people off, I guess. I think that would be kind of interesting. All right, so we have a bunch of plants here. Now I need to, and then Carl says, oh, I see, with 3 pirate ship emojis. And he says, could even put an elevator in one day. If I do put in an elevator, it'll just be for a short distance. I don't want to have like a full length elevator in this whole thing. Because if you think about it, like a pirate hideaway type thing, are they going to have like huge elevators? Probably not. I mean, unless I made one that's controlled by like small blocks and chains, and then you just kind of like lift up or whatever. That could be something that I could do, but I don't know. That would be complicated to make. Not impossible, just complicated. I'd have to put mass blocks on there to hold the elevator correctly. That would be interesting. I don't know. I'll think about it. All right. So this does have to be, however, fully sealed off, though. So we have to get a little creative here, I guess, with how this goes. And then this has got to go back some as well. Okay, so we can go with... I mean, what I think we would have wood for the back wall, to be honest. You know, it's like it's a cheap material, right? Pretty easy to set up. And then, yeah, so let's just do that. See where this takes us. All right. All right, and actually, let me get out of this real quick. We'll put one back there too. And then we got to do the same thing over here. And then we'll continue our little 45 thing up here. And then we can put a roof on top of this. So we still have like a little bit of the stone kind of coming through, which I think is interesting. And then I think we might just do like a half block ceiling. That might be good. Well, no, I can't. If I do a half block, it's got to be up on the top half because I got to put lights and stuff in here. Okay. Well, I suppose we can get started with some of this stuff. Okay, so I want to have kind of the wheat farm in the back. So we'll just make like a bunch of these things. Okay. And then we'll do a tree or two. Hopefully they fit. Should fit. Then we'll do like another one right there. And that should be good. And I want to keep like little walkways around here. Just to make things kind of interesting. All right, so we've got that now. We have herb growers. We could do 2 levels over on this side. Yeah, I think that'll work. So let me just rotate through, see what we got. Let's see. So those are our mushrooms, which grow best in the dark, or so I'm told. So we probably want to put these maybe like here. Yeah, so we'll do like 4 there. And then I want to do a walkway somehow. Let's see, how would I do that? Oh, there's an easy way to do it. We'll do these smaller stairs. Are these like part of a group anywhere? No? Okay. Yeah, thought I'd check. Okay, so that has to go like that. These, of course, have to be rusty. Alright, so we'll do that. That'll get us kind of up here a little bit. And then we can do a railing going over this way. So, and then, yeah, we'll do the main walkway on top of here. So let me see what that's going to look like. So catwalk plate, we'll get the double railed one, kind of set these just on top. So you're basically walking on top of these things, but you know. And then to either side of this, maybe not this one though. We want this one on the end. Okay, so there's that. Let's get some energy real quick. Huh. That was kind of cool. It like opened up for a second and then it closed again. So this is the heat vent right here. So as I use more power, this will open up and it'll actually let off light. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to set that on top of there, just because if you're looking at that from the bottom, sometimes it'll be red, sometimes it won't, and it'll add a little bit of interest to everything. All right, so next thing. We'll put on a corner piece over here. And then, let's see, probably this. Oh, this is center, yeah, center railing, I think is what I want. And of course this has to go over here. And you gotta make sure that you don't walk off the edge, which is possible, I guess. Should be fine. Okay, so now I want to have some veggie growers, and then we'll just connect those like directly to the side here. Let's see, we get, that works all right like that. Then we'll do another one, and whoops, that's probably not where I wanted to put that, but it's fine. This I might actually change. Yeah, that. Okay, so that took that off. Good. If I take this off, is that going to break? Probably, right? Unless, of course, I'm fast enough and I catch it. Nope, not fast enough. Alright, that's fine. Okay, and then the reason why I wanted to do this one instead is because then we can walk over to the front side, which I think makes sense. Now, this is kind of what I'm looking for, but not really. So if I did that, see, then it blocks off the one side. That doesn't really work for me, unless I move it back one. In which case, then I could just do like a corner here, I guess. But then that doesn't really make sense either. So hang on, let me see. Oh, no, I know how I can do this. Okay, so catwalk, corner. Now, the only reason why I'm able to do what I'm about to do is because that doesn't take up the block above it. So, if we go into here and we take one of these, actually I think I'm going to need, actually no, let's take this one. See, now I can make like a little sideways portion here. Now, I don't know why I'm going to need that here, but I can put it there. And then I can make this go to, I don't know, some herb growers or something. Or algae farm? That could work, right? Do I want that way? Do I want that way? Do I want this way? That way? This way? This way? Yeah, we can do it this way. That's fine. Okay. And then, instead of having that like that, we can put these in there. I know it's not the most efficient way to do this, but that should work. All right, and then over here we can get to this side, and then we can go, I can actually put in a couple of things over here, so probably the herb growers can go over here. And these are cool because they spin. As you'll see once they are made. At least I thought they spin. Maybe they don't spin. I thought they spun. I guess not. It's fine. Okay, now here is the problem. This glass takes up this front section here. So I can't really do too much with this over here, unfortunately. Which means This can just be a corner. And that can go there, and I can put like another, well, actually, no, hang on. Let me do this right. So we'll keep this one here. And then we can do the end one, this one, over here so we can get this other herb grower. And that should work. Alright, so now we can get over here, we can get in there, get some herbs, we can get all of this stuff, and then I'm assuming that if we were to RP this, like these could rotate around or something like that, so we can get to all of them. And that'll go over there, and then if you want to check all the algae, you can go all the way over here. And then we have kind of like an open space down here. Of course, we have, you know, mushrooms over here growing in the darkness. And then, let's see, what do we want to do? Can I do, let's try out some of those bushes. A leaf tree. What is this? Oh my goodness, that is huge. Apparently just takes steel plates to make. That's pretty cool. Huh. Okay. It is absolutely ginormous. And there's a smaller one. Big one, little one. Okay, so we might be able to play around with that. That could be interesting. All right, and then we have, oh, these are just like quite literally the vanilla assets, just in, huh. Well, that's interesting. Not quite what I was expecting. Now, it would be cool if you could place these on top of like a half block or whatever, so it looks like it's kind of growing out of it. But I don't think that is the case. Okay, so that's not exactly what I was looking for. But I don't know, it's fine, I guess. I was hoping for more like, you know, planters, I guess. I think I planted, I got everything, soy, do some soy. And then, I mean, I can't place anything in this spot because it's used up by these windows, so it's going to be interesting, but I could do that. There we go. So now we have everything, and we do have this little place to sit, I guess. Let me see. And then you go over here, check out. I think that'll be good. Go back here. We can still walk all the way around, so I think that's good to go. This is all fine up here. And now we just need to put a ceiling on it. So we probably want to have windows on here mostly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. But I also have to figure out how to seal this thing too. So 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna have to seal up this area. Okay, so let me grab some panels. And then Carl, not sure how long ago you put that on there, but it says, yeah, haha, good point. A pirate hideout with too many elevators seems too high-tech. Yes. All right, so we're gonna go here, and apparently I need steel plate. Okay. Well, how about I take some of these? Go back over here. That's got to go there. So basically, this just has to cover this area, and I have to figure out how to put a vent in here too, so that's going to be another thing. Okay, and then we already have blocks in the back here, so we really just have to cover up the back as well. Can I place on top of here? I cannot, but I can place back here. Which then allows me to place all of these. So I guess that kind of works. so that is good there. And then we should have just 3 3x3 areas, and then that is perfect for a large 3x3 window. There we go. And then that has to go into there, and into there, and into there. Now, those use up a lot of parts, so not expecting those to get done anytime soon, but they are working on it. Okay, so now, how to get this? Okay, so we are, where are we? So 1, 2, 3, fourth block back. Okay, so 1, 2, wait, no. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this should be on top of the pipe. So if I take this one out, yep, there's the pipe down there. And then I can put in a vent, full air vent here. Or you know what I could do? This is just strictly for decorative purposes only. I'm going to do the old school vent down in the bottom here. And then the reason why I'm going to do that is because I want to put catwalk plates on the floor in here. I think that would be interesting. Of course, I can't do anything in the front there, but that's all right. And then I can't do anything there either. That's also all right. So just kind of like, just back here. And we have the vent down here where you're not going to see it. So you have some wood, some catwalk plate. I think it's a good mix. Got a place to sit over here in case you're tired of picking your groceries, quite literally. Yeah, and then we have checkout over here. Let's see. So now that should get pressurized as soon as I connect this. This is a smart block, right? I did make this a smart block. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, okay. Don't want the whole thing to disappear. Let's see. So we'll take that out. Watch the whole thing disappear. Okay. There we go. And then that goes there. And unable to place T-junction? What do you mean? Unable to place T-junction. Why? Am I just... Okay, hang on. Let me get some energy. All right. Okay, so why isn't this letting me... Okay, is it just because I don't have any interior plates? I have interior plates. Can I... Okay, so I can place this thing. I just can't place it here. Why? This does not make sense. I mean, this thing is grid aligned, right? If it's not, I'm not going to be happy. Okay. And of course, the only way that I can really test if that's working or not is by checking the battery. And it is charging. Okay, so then it's obviously connected. So why can I not put this in? Unless this thing is just in the way. Why would, I don't know why that would be the issue though. No? Okay, what am I doing wrong, guys? Like, this is... Why can I not place this? Okay, I'm gonna check something. So if these merge blocks right here do not connect, then I know that I've got a much bigger issue. But they should. Hopefully they don't blow up. Bawabek, welcome. No, there's not a voxel in the way. I had a pipe there originally. Okay, so if I do it like this. Wait, no, now it's okay. So it did join up. Okay, so oh, now let's what? Okay, it's letting me put it there now. So that's I don't understand. I do not understand. Maybe it didn't think that they were connected for some reason. It seems odd. But I don't know. Like, if this thing is pressurizing the area in there, then we know it's good. Apparently it's not. Oh, it is pressurizing. Because we got a green light, we just don't have enough oxygen. That makes sense. Okay. Which means that our little oxygen container up here should be empty. No, it's got 24%. What? It can't be a ship because I merged it into the wall. A lot of the blocks that are in there are built into the wall, which means that there is no possible way that it can become a ship. So it had to be a station. So I'm kind of curious as to why this isn't, because it's sealed, right? Okay. Why is this? There we go. Why did... This game is weird. It's like I changed nothing. But apparently it works now, so that's fun. Okay, so... And then I can change all of these colors. Patterns, colors, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so that should be good. All right, so now it is pressurized in here. It is warm, so in case I need to breathe or, you know, just open up my helmet, I can actually breathe in here, which is nice. All right, so we got some fruit, we got some soy, we got a bunch of wheat, and we have a lot of mushrooms growing. We have some algae up there. We've got some veggies over there, and we got some just natural greenery right here. So that's fun. Okay, so there is our first little greenhouse. All done. I kind of want to put another pillar in here, though. There we go. Okay, so that is now supported. I feel like that's off-center. Is that off-center? Two over here. Two over here. No, it's centered. It just looks weird. Okay, so first greenhouse done. All right, let's see. What else do we need in here? Let's go all the way up to the top and see if we can build something up here. Let's see, what does it look like up here? What if we did like a sort of mansion up here? You know, for like the ruler of the area, I guess. That would be interesting and also incredibly difficult to do, probably, I'm guessing. But we'll give it a try. Okay, so that can go here. And then if I am going to do an elevator, it'll be in here. All right. That's not going to let me place it up in there? Okay, that's fine. Bowabik says, one time I have an asteroid base slide out of an asteroid. I had to make a few thrusters and gyros to settle the base and switch to a station. Lord Kling has blessed you today. Huh. I have never seen that happen before. But doesn't mean that it can't happen. Alright, so instead of doing... what I was planning on doing and making just like one huge mansion, I think I might do 4. And the reason for that is because, well, one, we can have 4 ruling families, sort of like a council of elders or something, pirate elders maybe. And they each kind of control like different aspects of, you know, the base, I guess. And then, of course, there's going to be fighting and conflict and internal power structures and power battles and, I don't know, all that fun RP stuff that a lot of people like. I don't know. My only imagination for this kind of stuff comes from writing, so I was never really good at actual RPing. Dr. Close Enough, welcome, says, I come into our Lord and Savior Clang, praise be. Carl says, I was wondering, during if you attach enough thrusters to an asteroid, change it into a ship, can you move an asteroid? Haha, probably not, just wondering. No, you can't. Asteroids are static, meaning they cannot move. And even if you tried to, it wouldn't work. Alright, so don't need that, don't need that. Definitely don't need all those. Definitely don't need 145 of these either. So those can go, and then I can grab more plate. Alright, so this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. Okay, so this has to go another 2. Alright. Get some energy. And another thing I want to do is put like mobile power stations, like kind of all around here. That'll be like its own little store where you just like go in and you power up. We'll have like a little counter in there or something, and it's like literally all that's there is just for you to fill up your power and your gases. And that's it, basically. Okay, so then all right. So if I have that, let me see. This one I think can go out one more over here, and I want to have spacing of 3 in between each of these areas. Dutch Goldsmith says, literally the first thing I tried when I got this game years ago. It would be fun indeed. Alright, so let me think now. We're gonna want as much as I don't want to use panels, I think we have to use them. Because we're going to make use of them in fun and interesting ways. So, you're saying why 0 do you want to have 3 spaces in between each of these little platforms? And I will explain to you why. Good a gentleman. And I can say gentlemen because I'm pretty sure that there are no women watching me right now. Because I think Space Engineers is more of a guy's game than a woman's game. Not saying that women, you know, can't enjoy it and play it or whatever, but it's about building and creating and figuring out problems, and that's generally not what... I probably shouldn't say anything else, so... Alright. Anyways. Almost got off on a little tangent there. Okay, so we're going to put these down here. And you're probably asking yourself, Zero, why are you doing this? I shall explain to you. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Alright, so we're going to make these into walkways where they can observe their pirate kingdom. Alright, so this has got to go, let's see, like that. And then we'll do one of these, and then we'll do another one of these. You know what would be interesting is if I made one of these like where the elevator actually goes to, and you kind of go out onto here. And then I could put like the main entrances to each of the houses. I could put 2 of them over here and then put the other 2 over here. I think that would work. Alright, so panel. Good to go, and alright, good to go. Then we'll head here. I just hit the escape button. Dang it. Time to take a drink. This actually could be a drinking game. Like, take a shot every time Zero hits the escape button by accident. Okay, Okay, I need more plate if you don't mind. Oh, went too far. All right. Let's see. Okay, so Dr. Cosino says, makes sense to me, Mountain, it's a fun concept. You do have at least one gay viewer though, Zero, so progress, woo, I guess. I don't discriminate, so gay, straight, I don't care. He says, LOL. Carl says, haha, everyone drink, escape button. Says, although I'm taking more drinks, you either gotta hit escape more or we gotta add some other things we drink for. How about you take a drink every time I say You guys will be smashed. Alright, this is going to be like a really small house over here. Huh. Let's see. Carl says, we can't drink every time you say Zero. We want to get drunk. Not die. That's hilarious. Dr. Kelton says, Mountain Carl, have you ever watched the 80s Zelda cartoon that had one season? That was a Zelda cartoon? Alright, so, let's see, what do I have to do now to make this thing work? Right, so, you guys are probably wondering what I want to do here. So, there's going to be a catwalk here, right? And this is where everyone's going to walk. And then, as you're walking on here, you can kind of survey the kingdom. Alright, so you can look down. Kind of see what you got going on. So I think that's an interesting aspect of this. So let's see. Carl says, I have indeed. It's a work of ... Well, it's a work. LOL. That's funny. Alright, so... Oh, right. You guys probably don't need to be there. Same with you over here, sir. Wait. Am I out of gravity right now? I'm out of gravity right now. We're actually above gravity right here. Interesting. Huh. I feel like I can do something with that. What I can do, I don't know, but I feel like I could do something. Alright. 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll go out here. Apparently I need more plate. Alright, good to go, good to go, good to go. That is not good to go. Nope, that is also not good to go. Alright. Let's see. Dr. Kosno says there was, yeah, Link had some ... creative liberties, very 80s, but Link would often say, excuse me, Princess. I'm probably doing it wrong. I'm just reading it how you're writing it. Carl says, yeah, 80s cartoons, they had sass, lol. Dr. Klosnov says, Mountain Carl, a friend and I decided to take a shot every time Link said, excuse me, princess. We made it 10 minutes, had to stop as we were already halfway into a bottle of... Okay. Carl says, reminds me of your AI bot. Dr. Klosnov says, didn't want to die. Carl says, lol. And then Dr. Klosnov says, that's what I was going for, Mountain Carl. All right. This is going to be like a huge one over here. Like when compared to the other ones. Hmm. All right, then that can go there. That looks decent-ish. Now, what do I gotta do here? Well, can we get this to go like actually up in here? I can. Okay, good. We need another one up in here. Good. And another one up in here. Good. Alright. And then I still can't get this one up in there. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Oh, I can. Haha. Alright. And then this one can go that way. I think that'll work. Let's see. There we go. And then this one can go there. Good. Excellent. Okay, so I think that's good. Let's get a little recharge going. Dr. Kosinov says, that's what I was going for, Mountain Carl. I love that you could tell with my AI link. Carl says, I find it funny. I call you Doc in stream and no one else does, and you call me Mountain Carl. Haha. All right. Now, what's going to be interesting here is how I have to make these parts communicate. Because I got to use the this thing, right? And that's just, I got to use the inverted one. I mean, and if you look at the shape of this, I mean, it looks like an undergarment of sorts. And of course, now that I've said that, you guys will never be able to get that out of your minds. So, mission accomplished. Wait, is that... No, I did the wrong one. Okay, so you can go, you can go. Also, I don't need that. Yeah. Let's see. Carl says, Doctor is less the type, but when said out loud, it's Doctor. And I like it better when it's like, what's up, Doc? Dr. Kosinov says, I have a bunch of nicknames on there, so you're good. I think there's a lot of people with Doctor in their username. Carl says, also, you are right, never getting... Oh, I can't read. Also, comma, you are right, comma, never getting that image out, 0. All right. And then Bawabik says, swimsuit. You poor, poor innocent child. All right, next we go for this. And that can go there and also here. Okay, how did you have it? What? I don't even know how that happened. All right. You go there. Okay, we good? All right. Also, all of this has to be rusty. Absolutely has to be rusty. So, let me go from the bottom, because I think that will be easier. Good. All right. Let's see. Carl says, I've mastered English as a second language. You can't expect me to master your grammar too. No, it's fine. I just do that so that way, as I'm reading it with the correct intention. Let's see. Dr. Kosnov says, Mountain Carl, there is someone that every time I hop into their stream, he greets me by imitating Bugs Bunny and says, what's up, Doc? Welcome on in. Interesting. Of course, you need a carrot. You need to be chewing the carrot. I think that's the only way that you can really make that work properly. Alright, and then that can go not there, but here. Alright, and then that can go there. There we go. Good. That's a good place for an elevator as well. Okay, once I get to here, I have gravity, and here I do not. So yeah, we've got quite a ways up here before. Carl says, yeah, carrots are food for my food. I can't be eating those. What will my food eat? That's funny. Okay, so let's go back to the catwalk. And then we'll go here, and we're just gonna run this basically all the way across because I can, really. Alright. And then we need to place this over here wherever it's gonna go. Probably there. Alright, good. Alright, another good place for an elevator right there. Probably have to clean out that back corner though. Alright, and then I have to build this out as well. Okay, you know what, sir? I will make you work. That should be like one of my mottos. If the game doesn't allow me to do it, I'll make it. Or something like that. Let's see. Carl says, yeah, my son wanted to name them, so we had to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner running through the backyard. You named them breakfast, lunch, and dinner? That's hilarious. And they're running around the backyard right now. That's master class right there. Dr. Close Enough says, you know, it's funny, Zero. He actually has a command that when it gives me a shout out in chat, a bunch of carrot emotes pop up. And then Carl says, LOL, would pay to see that. Huh. Well, I do not have that ability because I am not that clever with all of this yet. Alright. So hopefully you guys will forgive my my streaming ignorance, as I don't have all of the cool little emotes and emojis and weird actions that goes on. Okay, so that goes like that, and then of course this all has to be rusted. So let's do that. Alright, good. work, please. Excellent. All right, and then we go into, not that, but into here. Grab the panels, change the color to this. I do have that vertical, right? Yeah, okay, good. Alrighty. That one's already in there. Okay, so this is more or less done. I mean, it's not like done, but you know, that should be fine there. Okay, so now I need to do the entrances over here. So that's going to be interesting. Ladder? Yeah, that should work. Or stairs. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to throw this one onto here. Then we're going to grab these stairs. We're going to put one set of stairs over there. We're going to put the other set of stairs over there. We'll clean that out as needed. And then this has to go down to there. And that is how we get up to each of these little room area things. And of course, that has to be filled out. Her catwalk. There we go. Good. Excellent. And then, how far do we have to go? Well, actually, let's just build this real quick. Okay, that goes. That's not even the right one, sir. There we go. Okay, and then I need the stairs to go off on either side. Thank you. All right, and then panels, because I want to complete this look. And of course the stairs are in the wrong decorative format. That's fine, I can fix that later. All right, these just need to get placed onto here. Apparently I need more. There, that's 100. All right, now we go back into here. There we go. Lovely. All right, so that goes there. All right, so good. Let's see. Carl says, I like the yet, haha, meaning you have plans to one day. One day. Dr. Klosnov says, meh, you don't need to have all those emotes and fanciness if you don't have decent content and aren't engaging. No amount of fancy commands, AI code, and so forth can make up for it. So are you saying that I have decent content and I'm engaging? That's so nice of you. Let's see. Carl says, yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't want fancy zero. I prefer my zero down to earth, not talking like he's an object. AI, give me gritty zero. Gritty zero, huh? Am I gritty? Like, is my voice gritty? Okay, so window. Good. And then your guys' favorite block, of course, right here, for your viewing pleasure. There we go. All right. Now, let's see. I have to make this. Dr. Gosano says takes notes to start outlining 0 AI character definitions. You're gonna have to let me know how that goes. That seems interesting. Carl says, in a decade, I picture your voice like Clint Eastwood. Okay. I mean, I'm hoping that it just like drops like a few more decibels, or not decibels, but octaves, and then I'll just be like, have you guys heard of the artist known as Corpse? He does music and also plays games. If you haven't, keep my video up, you know, whatever, but then go look for that on the side, and then listen to one of his videos. And then, so when I grow up, I want to sound like that. All right, so now I want to go here and grab this craziness because I need to have something to mount the corner pieces of the windows that I want to put in here. So what we're going to do, there we go, is we'll build this up so we have connection points on either side. And then also it gives the people something to look up at. Carl says, just say, well, do ya, punk? I know you wanted me to do in a Clint Eastwood accent, but I can't do him yet. So, yeah, that's as good as you're going to get for now. All right, so that can go there, and then there, and then there, and there. Good. Dr. Kosano says, LOL JKTBH. Mountain Carl saw my stream on Monday. It takes so long to go through all the character definitions, prompts, and character information. Oh, so you're not going to do it? Okay, that's fine. Carl says, LOL, just data for Doc's bot. Nice. That could be like one of my sayings is nice. Because I say nice a lot. At least I think I say nice a lot. Okay, so... Wow, I had like a really nice bass reverberation there. It was pretty cool. All right, so now we are up here, and we can now walk over here if we so choose. And yeah. And Dr. Kosano says, plus interesting. Yes, that is quite interesting. Okay, so I am going to have to do this from the bottom because the game doesn't want me to do it from the side. All right, so that one will go there. That one will go there. And then that's going to be our way to get up into this area. So I'm going to build a couple of elevators here, and I'll have like a landing, I don't know, something over here. And then you can petition the elders, and they may allow you to visit their mansions up here. And then I'm going to make them fancy, or at least as fancy as I can. And then as far as getting them airtight, that might be a bit more difficult of a thing. Carl says, fun stream tonight, haha. How was everyone's Monday? Monday? I thought it was Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Okay. Let's see. Dr. Close Enough says, Mountain Carl is data for my AI too, so that works. It's so the AI's response has a basic outline of who it's responding to. And then Carl says, or Tuesday, whatever. Nice. Let me see. No, that is not the right button. I need window, round, not pink. There's an image for you guys right there. Let's change that. All right. Anyways. Just ignore me. I am tired, which is why I'm being silly. Okay, so that is now good over here. And that... Oh, I need girders. Okay. Well, let's go all the way down here to the... Oh, no, that's the greenhouse. Over here. There we go. In we get... Alright, girder. Girder. Alright. I'm gonna need, like, a bunch, so... And that should be good. Those... Am I gonna need those? I don't know. Grab a couple more of those. Should be fine. Let's see. Dr. Kosinov says, I'm prepping for my deposition next Tuesday and end of the month, so prepping all updated compliance information for my automated reports. Nice. So he says, busy as all get out. How about you, Mountain Carl, Zero, and the lurkers in the chat? My Tuesday was, I don't know, boring, I guess. There was a job that I thought was done, a design that I had done, and the guy who does the approving says, oh, hey, by the way, and, you know, whenever you hear that, you know that you've got hours and hours of redesigning to go, or to do, I should say. So that was fun. And then I was checking this for rustiness, right? Yeah. Wait, is this rust? I can't tell. Now it is. Good. Alright, that can go there. What does this look like as rust? Doesn't really look like anything. It's a little bit darker. I'm okay with that. Alright. So, back to this. But no, I've got a job in sort of like an industrial park, and they've got a 2-pole frame structure, and so that's 2, you know, power poles right next to each other, and then there's a little platform that goes across them, and then on top of this platform is a transformer that is ginormous, which is why you need the 2 poles, because it's too big for a single pole. And so I have to remove all of that, but then also still provide all the power that that thing was providing while keeping up with our current standards. So I had it designed in such a way to where because like you have to do details, right? So like if you've got a lot of stuff in a very small area, then you do a detail and you expand it out or whatever, and then you can show like more details or whatever. So I had it set up in such a way that I thought was easy to understand. And then it got over to the leads who do the final checks, and they're like, we'll send this over to the crew leads and see what they think about it. So then the crew leads got back to it, and it's like, nope, don't like it. And I'm like, okay. So then I spent like a good couple of hours redesigning it. And then I had, like, I set it up in one way, and then I had one of my friends at work look at it, and she was originally my mentor when I first started there. And then she's like, no, you got to do it this way. And so then I did it her way, even though I didn't want to. And by the time I was done, it looked like a 7-year-old child had done it. And then I brought that over to one of our leads, which is the more strict of the leads. And he looks at that, and like the look of disgust on his face after he saw that was kind of hilarious, because I felt the exact same way as I was designing it, because it was not the quality that I typically do. And so then she's like, oh, well, let's show him the other one. And, you know, kind of like to do a comparison or whatever. And so he brings over the other one. He's like, yeah, I like that one better. And I'm like, see, I told you. And then she's like, oh, well, there you go. And I'm like, gee, thanks. So then I had to go back to my design and then redesign it the way that I had designed it previously. And then just kind of continue doing it. And then that... And then another thing, on another job that I'm doing, we have these people called right-of-way agents, and they deal with getting basically permissions from customers for us to put stuff in their backyards. And if it's a legal permission, then it's called an easement. And then if it's just like a verbal, then we just call it like a permission. So she is supposed to get easements, but then when we do the easements, like there is specific, because it's a legal document, right? So there's a very specific language in it that details like exactly what it's supposed to look like and how long each segment is and how wide it is and all that other stuff. And so we had to go and get, easements for this work that I'm doing. And wait, I need one more catwalk. And so I'm like, yeah, just go ahead and put the easement together so you can talk to the people. And then once you've got the language together, hand it over to me, and then I'll update the drawing so that way it properly reflects the easement. And then she's like, yeah, can you update your design so I can have that to go on the easement? And I'm like, what? Like, no, it's like what you're supposed to do, right? Like, I can put like proposed easements where I think we can maybe get easements, and then it's up to the right-of-way agents to get the actual legal document easements, right? So once they get that, they tell us what it is, and then we put that on our designs so that way it's updated and legally what's actually out there, right? Because our designs are technically legal documents as well. We can get sued over them, or we can sue using them. So I don't know, like everything is just freaking backwards. And then on another job that I'm doing, oh my God. Okay, so we have a certain type of engineer called planning engineers, right? And they're kind of like the big picture people. They give us like an idea of a project, and then they'll kind of lay out like really, really basic, like what they want it to look like. And then it's up to us to actually put it into a design and make it something buildable, right? So usually when we have like a long string of underground cable, we normally have what's called, well, actually we have to, it's called an open point, right? So you'll have a loop of cable to where like you'll have like a pole line on one side of this cable and a pole line on the other side, and it could be like a mile long or whatever. And then roughly halfway in between those two poles, there's a break in the cable, right? So one half of the cable is fed from one side, the other half of the cable is fed from the other side. And the reason why we do that is because if there's ever an outage on one side, we can disconnect at the pole and then reconnect at the open, and then the entire length of cable can be fed off of just one side or the other side. And of course, once we get everything fixed, then we can put everything back the way that it was. But it allows us to put everything back into power as quickly as possible so that way people aren't dealing with outages, right? So normally, the planner is supposed to tell us where the open points are supposed to be, because they can see the more detailed information, and that's what we use to determine where the proper middle point is. And so then, like, I'm over there, it's like, hey, can you tell me where you want this open point? And then she's like, oh, well, these are my my criteria, and she doesn't actually tell me where to put it. It's like, okay, like I understand what the criteria is, but like this one thing over here, the third one of the three that you gave me, I don't have access to this. You do. And so that's why it's supposed to come from the planner. And then she's like, oh no, you can just do your best. And I'm like, this is your job. You are supposed to tell me where you want this thing. I'm not supposed to do your job for you. And so I don't know, like my day was just a lot of that kind of stuff. It's like, dude, if you're an engineer, like you're supposed to be smart enough to figure out this crap, right? At least supposed to be. I mean, if you want a designer to be doing an engineer's work, then pay the designer the same you do an engineer, because it's the same damn thing. But of course, engineers are management technically, and us designers are union, not by choice, by the way. I mean, technically by choice, but kind of also not by choice. We have right to work in the state, which means that we can work at a company that has a union and not be a part of the union. Whereas if you don't have that right to work law in the state, if you want to work at a job that has a union, you have to be in the union. You have no choice. So right to work gives you the choice, but if you choose not to be in the union but still work there, you don't get a mentor to help you learn. You don't get any extra help to actually teach you. So you're basically going into the job blind. The union isn't going to lift a finger to help you, right? To actually learn the job. And since everyone else is in the union, you don't have a choice. Technically you do, but if you actually want to survive in the company, you don't. So it's just, I don't know, I'm doing a lot of complaining. Let's read what you guys are writing. Let's see. So Bababik says, I'm working and can really only listen to the live stream. You all are one of the best podcasts when at work. Thank you for that. Carl says, those are large words, so must be important. I ordered elk from my restaurant. That's cool. Still exciting in my line of work. Haha, I don't work with elk all that often. I heard that elk is actually pretty good. Carl says, Bababik, we still love the times you do chime in. Haha, love you're always in the background. Carl says, immediate like, I like that one better. Haha, zero, I had a similar thing before. Yep. I don't know, but that's... I don't know, we have just not very good engineers. Like, we used to have good engineers at the company. And now, since we got a lot of basically millennial and Gen Z engineers, I mean, technically I'm a millennial. I'm at the far end of millennial, of course. Almost Gen X, but not quite. They're not good. And then also a lot of our designers that are Gen Z or millennial, like early millennial, not like late millennial like me, they're entitled. I think that's a good way to put it. They feel like they deserve more than what they're actually worth. And it's like, okay, but if you want this kind of pay, you have to be able to do the work. And of course, I've seen the designs that some of these kids do, and it's like, oh my, who taught you? Because like, I'm also a teacher, right? So I teach designers, new designers, how to design, right? I'm literally the guy who worked the manual on how to do it, or who wrote the manual, not worked the manual. And so I teach my class, which is basically everything you need to do a design, and yet like 90% of the designers in the company don't do it that way. And I'm like, you freaking kidding me? Like, and then plus, like, if you did it my way, do you know how much like time you would save? Because I mean, like, designers in my company generally get in between 15 and 25 jobs done a year. These are like average size jobs, not super big, not super small, but you know, average over the year, 15 to 25, right? I'm 45 to 60, right? So I'm 3 to 4 times faster than all of these guys. Plus I do it to the standard. And it's like, where's the disconnect right now? I think like right now I've got like 54 jobs in my folder for this year. So I'm probably not going to reach 60, but I'm pretty damn close to it. And then you got like all these other millennials and Gen Zs, and they're just like, oh, I want to get paid more, blah, 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 and blah, blah. And it's like, dude, a high schooler could do this job. It's not that difficult. We get paid extremely well for the skill required. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'm just ranting. Just ranting. Sorry, it's probably not exciting for you guys, but that is not where you were supposed to go, sir. I don't know. But that is how my day was today. All right, so where are we at? 8:38. All right, so it's just about time for me to wrap up anyways. Okay, so we have this area up here. Now this is going to be, once again, for our pirate leaders. And then we're going to have an elevator over here somehow. Is that a pirate ship? Oh, it's a military escort. Interesting. Carl says, honestly, I always wished I became an engineer, but it sounds like the same BS at my job. Kinda. All right, so we've got 4 houses up here. And so we will work on building these and maybe hopefully making them look very prettyful. And we'll probably work on that tomorrow. But I'm going to head down to the cryopod and probably call it quits for the night. Because I have to go back to work tomorrow. Yay. Whatever, it's fine. Anyways, so Carl says, should probably take out frustration on the military escort before you log off. Nah, it'll be here tomorrow. It's fine. because this isn't like a server, so as soon as I log off, like the game stops. All right, so yeah, so that's going to be it for me for tonight. Thank you guys all for coming and participating in the conversation. I do appreciate it. It does make playing a lot more interesting for me, so hopefully it makes it interesting for you guys too. And yeah, so that's all I got. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you did, hope you will join me for the next one tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time from Freedom Land. And yeah, that's all I got. Carl says, okay, first thing tomorrow, then good night, everyone. Ditto.